gosh. Okay, what nobody knew in this scene, I did not know at the time that I was 6 weeks pregnant with my daughter. So one day when she's older, I'm gonna be like, look what mommy did on the pole while you were in my belly. You disturbed now, sweetie? Oh. Am I gonna cry? Am I gonna laugh? What's gonna happen? Let's end it here. This is so good. I'm the original J-Lo though, just so you know.
Yeah.
In the press, the first person called J-Lo was actually me. Boom, E.T., boom. So I peed myself in Armani, and I'm terribly sorry for that, and I apologize. That's who I can play now, folks, so there you go. Hi, I'm Jennifer Love Hewitt, and this is my E.T. retrospective.
Kids Incorporated.
Kids Inc., as they called it back in the day. Oh, that's the Roger Rabbit. For the young kids that don't know what the Roger Rabbit is, it was a dance back in the day. I came to LA for 1 month to meet with record companies to be a singer. And it was myself and 5,000 other girls. And I went in and I remember hearing everybody say, you have to act. And I was like, what does that mean? Fergie Ferg, it was awesome. She was so amazing. I looked up to her so much because she was a teenager at the time. That was it. That was how it started, worked ever since.
Okay, next will be our first ET moment with you. Do you remember what this is?
No.
You're on set with you for a Barbie workout video.
So you were there when it was amazing. Great. Can't wait to see it.
It's a lot of fun. I'm getting in shape at the same time. Go! Yes!
Stop it. We danced like this for 13 hours, which I'm pretty sure is against like child labor laws. It was like the first time that I had like little tiny boobs. And I was like, you want me to wear what? And I was there and I was like, can anybody see it? What's supposed to happen? My mom was like, it's cool, just play it cool, just play it cool.
Sister, I hate this thing. I mean, it does absolutely nothing for my figure.
Sister Act 2. Let me just say, Whoopi Goldberg made my life in this. She was so kind and so amazing and taught me so much on this movie, but also I got to stand and just hear Lauryn Hill sing live every day. Like, who gets that opportunity?
And they announced a third one, so could we see Margaret come back?
Listen, I would love to be in the third one. I have put it out there. I have said, give me a ring-a-ding, but I don't know that it's gonna happen. But it would be cool, I would love to.
It's no big deal. And it's what it was always, pretty much. I love you.
There it is, Party of Five.
Everyone on Party of Five cries. Definitely not the set of a sitcom, that's for sure.
I mean, I really did cry all the time. I still cry all the time. Yeah, I was supposed to be on Party of Five for 9 episodes. And then it became this whole other thing. To get to like be Scott Wolf's girlfriend on TV, it was just, it has such a special place in my heart. I love that show. It definitely prepared me for, 100 years of crying all the time. I blame Party of Five for that. It made me prove that I could cry, and now it's all I do in my life.
And you even had the spin-off. It was short-lived, but you had it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jennifer Garner, Polly Perrette, like.
I know.
Then that was kind of cool to see Sarah kind of live on her own for a little period of time.
Yeah, I wish that it had continued because we were going to get Bailey there, which would have been, really fun for the audience. But it was great. It was great, and I think it was fun for me to see that I could do something after Party of Five in that way in TV. So it was fun, and I mean, Jennifer Garner was the best. We had such a good time, and Polly as well, and yeah, it was great. Can't hardly wait to see this clip. Oh, Amanda Beckett. This is the movie that first introduced me to hair extensions. Because I had long hair, but they wanted it to be like, perfect for her. And I was like, oh, it's the only high school party I've ever been to. And it was epic, obviously. But yeah, it's funny because I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, I think this is what high school parties are, but I don't really know.
Now let's get to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Let's do it. What are you waiting for, huh? Yep.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
You scream like you, like if I asked you, give me a good scream.
What were we doing there? Oh, Lord. Okay. Did you see the people behind me? They were like, what is wrong with her? So that scene was, there was a person, like a kid, We got to plan a moment of the movie. And he, that day, was like, I want her to stand in the middle of the street and yell, "What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?" and spin around. And I had to do it. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I'm gonna do it. And it has become, it's the thing. I mean, I still have people to this day that like, if they're too weird to come up and talk to me and like weirded out by it, they will just yell from across the street, "What are you waiting for, huh?" And then I'm always like, "What are you waiting for?" And then that's like our moment, and we've met, and it's so meet cute. But it's so funny. Went in to audition for Sarah's part in the movie, and I was like, it doesn't feel like me. And so they said, okay, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to audition for Julie James. Like, that's what I want to do. And they were like, okay, we'll go outside in 10 minutes. You have to come back in and audition for Julie James. And I just knew that I was more her, again, than like the beauty pageant person. And when they said I got it, I like lost my mind.
I know what you did last summer.
I loved the second one. The second one for me, I like came to life. Because the first one I was terrified. I was like, am I messing up the entire movie? But the second one was just, it was fun. Yeah. It was fun. I got to make her tougher, and she'd been through so much already, and she wasn't quite as vulnerable as she was in the first one, and it was just silly and fun, and we got to go to Mexico, and Jack Black was in it, and it was just the best.
And you know, we obviously had to wait a whole year for the second one.
Yeah.
And now we had to wait 26 years for the
I knew it was coming.
For the third one.
I knew it was coming, yeah.
Do you have an idea for what you want Julie to do in this one?
I mean, I don't know. I think she's got to go nuts. I think she has got to go nuts. I don't know who she's fighting, but whoever it is not going to stand a chance. Between me and a stunt double, we got this. That's all I could say.
And she has to survive.
Well, I don't play Julie James dead. That's just what I'm saying. So I've said that at 18, and I'm going to say it now at 45. So it doesn't happen.
Music videos.
Smash Mouth. I had to ask to do that because it was filmed on Mother's Day. And my mom and I always did something like special on Mother's Day. And they did like a little Mother's Day celebration for her, like at the end of the video shoot.
I wish for you on a falling star.
LFO, Rich. I fell for the girl. LFO. First of all, Rich Cronin, rest in peace. Just like I could cry about him. He's just the most, he was an angel. And I just played that song for my daughter like maybe 2 months ago. And she was like, wait, so you were the girl? And I was like, yeah. And I showed my son, and he was like, oh, mommy, I would have had a crush on you. And I was like, yeah, buddy. So it was really cute.
I can be your hero, baby.
Oh, Enrique. Oh, this is such a good mashup, guys. Let's end it here. This is so good. Enrique, stop it. Like, he's the hottest. The craziest thing about that video shoot that I don't know if people know is that Enrique and Aaliyah were close friends, and the night that we filmed that video was the night that she passed. And so Enrique had to film that, all of his crying stuff in the video was filmed, and he was really crying because she had passed. So we all did a big prayer for her at the end of the video, and he kind of like dedicated it to her. And yeah, I just remember that being like really intense.
Begin! Stomach head! Stomach head!
The tuxedo.
Why you smile?
I should not tell this story, but I'm going to anyway. This is the first time I got to wear Armani, and it was epic. And this was a very late night shoot. Later on in this evening, Jackie and I peed ourselves. We were laughing so hard. So I peed myself in Armani, and I'm terribly sorry for that. And I apologize. But it was a little, but we did pee, both of us, making each other laugh. He's truly like a fantastic human being. He used to do the craziest things. He could do no wrong. I loved him.
70,000 people, he just told me. Great.
Wango Tango. Oh yeah, was that Wango Tango? Classic. Here's the thing, so that moment is basically when I stopped being in the music industry. There was a headline, and they were like, we'd rather hear her sing a monologue than make another record. And I was like, oh. I was like, wait, you guys don't love it? Because I think it's amazing. But I remember going, oh, the acting, like for me, up until this point, they were even. I was like, oh, people think I'm a singer and an actor. And then I realized, oh no, I've just become an actor. And now I'm that actor who's like made an album and people are embarrassed for me and like, I have to stop.
You're not supposed to be in my home. It's not how this works.
Please.
Ghost whisper, shh, whisper.
Jennifer Love Hewitt does not speak to dead people.
No.
No, but I do apparently speak of myself in the third person.
That's a heavy bang, sweetie. That is a heavy, heavy bang.
Do people still ask you if you talk to ghosts?
All the time. Yeah. The wildest part was once that show started airing, I would have a lot of people like come up to me in like the grocery store and they would be like, look, my loved one passed away. And there was a time period where I was like, how do I handle that? Because grief is awful and I didn't want to let them down, but I also didn't want to like be a weirdo who was like too method in their TV show character. And so I didn't know what to do. So I would find myself a lot like sitting with people and hearing their stories of grief and then trying to, you know, make them feel like their loved ones were still with them somehow. And it was very strange. You know what I've realized about Ghost Whisperer is that I think it was the universe preparing me to play Maddie on 911 because I talk to myself a lot. And now on 911, when I do the calls, I talk to myself a lot again. And so I think that maybe that was prep. Thank you, universe. Oh, the lost Valentine.
Hello.
Oh, wow, Betty. Oh, there she is. Betty is the co-star probably in my life, besides my husband, that I fell in love with the most, the fastest, the deepest, the hardest. She's also the person I think I've been the most drunk with in my life because she liked to take me out for vodka. And then we would have gummy bears at the end of the night and her toast, very scandalous.
Tell me what you want.
Client list. Oh gosh. Okay, what nobody knew in this scene is they wrote this thing for me to go in the pool, on the pole. I did not know at the time that I was 6 weeks pregnant with my daughter. So one day when she's older, I'm gonna be like, look what mommy did on the pole while you were in my belly. You disturbed now, sweetie? That show was crazy. It was so fun. I loved it. My mom was a single mom, Texas girl, like obviously did not give happy ending massages at a massage parlor, but the other parts of Riley Parks, my mom was, so it was like loosely dedicated to her. And then I lost my mom when we went back for the second season of this. So it was like very weird to kind of be there. But meeting my husband and our little love story happened there. It was really cool.
Jennifer's husband, Brian, their 3 kids, and her late mom were the motivation for her debut memoir, Inheriting Magic, My Journey Through Grief, Joy, Celebration, and Making Every Day Magical. The cover art marks the first time she's publicly shown her 2 sons' faces.
Brian and I talked about it, and I was like, how do you feel about it? And he was like, it's for them, like this is what it is. And so I think this would be the time. This is where it makes the most sense. I'm so glad that they were a part of it and they feel so excited about it. They felt so special.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? Is this the 911? The one that helps people?
The one and only.
911, what's your emergency? Oh, there I am, killing my husband. TV husband and real husband. As you do.
We have a finale coming up.
We do.
What can we expect?
I mean, it's 911, so you can expect it to confuse you emotionally in all the right ways. It's going to be intense. The thing that I can say about this finale that's different than any finale, at least for Maddie, is that I get to end it okay. I will say that Maddie and Chimney get to do one of my favorite things they've ever done on the show, in a sort of a gift and loving way for other people.
And I thought it was really cool that Autumn appeared in an episode.
Me too.
Hi. Hi.
Does she have the acting bug like mom and
She
dad?
has it bad. She has it bad, yeah. She has it bad, and she has it the way that I had it, which is that she has no fear, and like she truly thinks that like she could just walk into any room and they'd be like, oh, we're gonna pick her over the other people. And I'm like, you know, it takes work, right? And she was like, well, you did it. And I'm like, well, touche. This wasn't scary. This was lovely. Thank you so much. The one thing I always wanted to do is just be able to be here. And I knew it. I knew I was going to get choked up at some point. I am, and it's really nice. God darn it. Oh, Oprah. Why? No, it's nice. I think it's nice to be able to look back and see that, and you know, you see all this stuff that people have been through as kid actors in the business, and that was not my experience, and I feel really lucky for that. I just have had, God, what is wrong with me? I've honestly had the time of my life, and I hope I get to continue. Not after this. People are gonna be like, get her out of here. This is why there was tissue. God darn it, I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, yeah, thanks.
We'll do this again in 35 more years.
Oh, let's not. I'll be that creepy lady in the horror movies. I'll be doing, I know what you did last summer, 19, and I'll be, the kids on the hook. Anyway, goodbye.